am C. Phoenix Tyler, and you are now tuned in to the Record Pool.
Take control. Move your body, move your body. Let the music take control. Move your body, move your body. Let the music take control.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Summertime Fine.
It's your boy, Chicago Realist.
And I got not only the writer, the director, producer, she do it all. She do it all. She's amazing. So I got Miss Phoenix Tyler in the building with me.
What's up? What's up?
So let's kick the ball off. So where are you from?
Born and raised south side of Chicago, Chi-Town in the house. Love it. Love my city.
So I wanted to kind of dive in. Where did all, like, the idea of the plays and everything else that you do as far as the plays and stuff, yeah.
Oh, I wrote my first play when I was 5 years old, and I just always knew I wanted to be an actor. And what happened was when I moved to Chicago, I wasn't getting the roles that I wanted, and so my dad was like, "You're a writer. Write your own stuff."
Right.
I was like, "Oh, okay." I never thought about that, so that's what made me start writing my own things, even though. I've been writing, sometimes you scribble stuff down on a sheet of paper.
Yeah.
I had so many things. I didn't know I was writing scripts, just all this paper all along.
Wow. So when you started, being an actress is hard anyway. So like when it came down to it, what made you want to do acting? Like pursue it?
I don't know. Since I was a little girl, I just always wanted to create characters and just entertain people and make people laugh. That's key to me, making people laugh and seeing joy, bringing joy to people.
Okay.
So what is it like? How does it feel when you have an idea and then you just bring it to life and then get to see it on the screen, or you know what I mean?
I was just thinking about that the other day. Actually, maybe a couple of days ago, I was like, gosh, this is something else. There's something that I wrote. People actually look forward to seeing the shows. That it kind of like blew me away to just think like that, because when you're writing, you don't think like that. You're just such in a zone.
Right.
You're just trying to get it done. But I promise you, I was driving and I was like, wow, that's something else.
Yeah.
That it touched what I'm doing, actually touch people's lives, and people come back again and again and ask questions, and it's amazing.
So, I personally know Phoenix for a long time.
That's right.
So
that's right.
you won an award years ago from Tom Joyner.
Yes.
So tell us about that award. Tell us, because I'm just so proud of her when it comes to that alone.
Yes, I won. Remember Tom Joyner used to have the hardest working award on his show? I won the hardest working actor award on the Tom Joyner Morning Show. They were laughing. He and J. Anthony Brown and Sybil Wilkes were laughing because I was like, I build the set. Remember, I was building the set, paint the set, running the concession stand, making my own tickets, T-shirts, writing the play, producing the play, out, getting the wardrobe, you name it. You doing it to get it done. You jump in. You're like when Charles and the crew, when he's building a set, I don't just sit back and I can't just sit back and just watch them just do things. If help is needed, jump in and help out.
So you started off as an actor first?
Yes.
Okay. So what's the differences between you being, and which one do you like more, and what's the differences between you being an actor and a director?
I really enjoy acting. I really enjoy it. But I also enjoy helping other people reach their goals with their acting skills. Like if I know I can pull something out of someone, I love being able to help them pull that energy or that emotion out, and then seeing them grow. Because we were just talking about that the other day at rehearsal. We were like, wow, we have grown so much as actors. I see that the growth, with it just jumping in with the lines and just nailing them.
Right.
So it feels really good seeing that.
So when did you know that you wanted to direct your own things? That's what I want to know, because it's different from just writing it and seeing like, hey,
it is.
Put this together. But
It is. I was fortunate enough to have several female directors. They were all awesome, and I learned from them. I watched them. Actually, they don't know this, but I'm doing something. I want to do something special with them. But I watched them, and I was like, okay, this is really good. Directing, just watching them. But when I wrote my first piece, I knew how I wanted it. And so I was like, well, let me go ahead and direct it because I knew how I wanted things to flow. And it was my first stage play, which was a one-woman show.
Okay. So tell me about how child support came about.
Child support. Okay, well, that came about from going to court. Not me personally. Okay.
Right, when you said
Let's clear the air. Right. I'll take anybody to court. I don't need your money. I'm good. I'm Gucci.
yeah.
Do I sound hip? I'm Gucci. No, just going to court because I practice law a little bit on the side, but going to court and just seeing, I would just go to the courtrooms just to sit and listen. Man, just to see the pain of the parents. I'm like, well, what about the kids?
Yeah.
And just working for the school system and going to different meetings and seeing the kids when the dad is not there, when the mom is not stepping up to the plate. So that's what really made me write child support. I'm like, let me write something that I'm not bashing a dad, I'm not bashing a mom, but everyone can see everything from everyone's angle. And if I can help one child, man, that's a wonderful thing. And, you know, we were doing child support. That's when I met you. I think you were like 10 years old, even though I'm only 25. Let that be known. So that's making you still a baby. So, with child support, it's just, you know, when you go to the stores and you see parents interacting with the kids, or you see how children are on the buses and whatnot. I'm like, I have to do something to help our babies out, you know, to help the parents out, bring people back together.
Right,
so
right.
that's how I came about, you know, about writing child support.
Okay.
With you seeing that and, you know what I mean, putting that piece together, do you think, like, as far as you saying you were stepping in and trying to see how, you know, how families are affected, do you think that's the reason why a lot of stuff is going on in Chicago?
I really do think so. Yeah, I really do think so. I was on a show. Both parents are imperative to have. You can't just have one parent and think that's okay. Not to say that you can't raise a productive citizen and your child, goes to college, get a good job, a career, and things like that. But you're lacking. There's a reason why we have two parents. It takes two. You have to have that dad. A dad sets the standards for the type of young men his daughter will date and marry. And the mother is the first love of the son. And so he's going to date someone who's kind of like his mom. That's how it is. You know, and if we just come together, the parents, and remember back in the day, it was just so different back in the day because you had neighborhoods and communities. And if we just got back to that, man, it will really help us out as a city, as a community, as a society. We have to get back to look at the child. Yeah. I promise you, I was just thinking this today to myself. I said, okay, we keep hiring more police officers. What is that doing?
Right.
Let's talk to the kids who are in the streets doing this stuff. Hey, what you missing? What you need? How can we help you? That's the way I look at it.
Oh, that's definitely, child support was definitely a movement. I mean, because, you know, trying to promote that alone, that was real rough.
Yeah, we were the ghetto, you know, I don't want to say that. We were very urbanized.
Yeah.
Me and my children. Summer was the oldest, Lemonicious.
Yeah.
You know, and she had to keep Chocolicious, Cocolicious, and Vanilla-icious, and Hennessy and lime.
Yeah.
And she did a good job keeping all the babies and
Sure did. Yeah, we had to. That was the show.
But we came together. In the end, you had these different family dynamics, different parents, but in the end, everybody came together. You know, the parents got involved and were like, okay, you know what? Let's work together. Yeah. So there's always a positive message in all of my shows, and I never use profanity. Okay. I never use profanity because my dad always said, it's only 10 curse words. You're limited to that?
Right.
Come on, think outside the box.
That's smart.
That's I ain't never thought about it like
Right,
that.
I'm like,
Yeah.
It's like, what? You're going to repeat the same words over and over again?
Right.
Be creative.
yeah, that makes sense.
So with you being a direct, how do you choose the actors that you would like to work with?
I pray about it. First, I pray about it first.
Yeah.
And I didn't understand how certain directors would work with the same actors over and over again. Now I understand that, because once you're used to working with somebody, you know their work ethic, then you call them, hey, I got this role for you. Now my actors, now they don't audition. Once you work with me, you don't have to audition anymore.
Okay.
It's like, okay, I have this role. Oh, I know Summer's gonna be good for that. Oh, that's Terrence all the way. Oh, that's for Charlotte.
Yeah.
It just comes. That's how you do it.
Y'all, I've
But
been
that's
working.
how I do it.
You right.
That's how I do.
That's how I do it.
I've been working with her literally since I was 10 years old. So before the record pool, before Summertime Fan, before everything started.
I keep forgetting that. Sometime fine.
Every time I called her, y'all, she didn't hit me. She was like, Summertime Fan. So, yeah, but I mean, it's just been a blessing, because Phoenix, no, she's one of the directors. I'd be like, oh, not a problem. You call me, I'm there. So
Yeah, that's right.
I was, I'm trying to get Chicago Realist on board, y'all. He's taking a little while,
Oh, what you at?
No, I've never actually.
You sure about that?
I've never. I swear.
Okay. Are you interested in acting?
I would like to learn. Yeah.
Okay, well, come on board. I
Yeah,
got
man.
you.
See,
Sure.
That's how I do.
just
That's how I
helped
do
you
it.
out.
Really,
Look
that's
at
how I
me.
do it.
Okay.
And I will help you.
Now, speaking of that, right? So, how do you? Because everybody got everybody got their own lives. Everybody got things they got to do outside. How do you manage that? Like when you need something done, or you need rehearsals done, and you trying to shoot the movie, but everybody got there's so much else going, some other stuff going on.
I since I've been working with my particular actors for a while, we somehow we just work it out. We work it out. This is what I do now.
Right.
This is I'm very passionate about it, and God just opens up the door, so it just flows.
Okay.
Terrence was just in town from Houston.
Okay.
He came in Friday and Saturday for rehearsals, so we got to get back. He'll be in again in January
Yeah.
to rehearse with us. We make it work.
Yeah.
We make it work. Everybody, they're committed. They're dedicated.
Yeah.
They know the message that we're trying to get out there. So I've never had a problem with someone being negative or that's just too much time. Once they're locked in, they're locked in. So I've been
So you gotta be
blessed.
dedicated.
Yeah, I've been
Yeah.
blessed like that. Yes.
So we got to talk about your number one out of all the plays you've done. Your number one stage play that's been in Chicago all over. It's been around.
Yeah,
It's been
it's
around.
around.
So from Slavery to the White House, tell me
gosh.
about that.
From slave when I tell you that right there, I'm so passionate about From Slavery to the White House. Sometimes I just sit and cry
Yeah.
when I think about it, because the actors actually start in Africa and work their way through every era. You're talking about we do the auction, we do a lynching, we do everything, and to the present day. And when I tell you, it's very emotional sometimes for us. We get very emotional just in rehearsal when we think about what our ancestors been through.
Right.
Like, dang, this is rough, man. So when I tell you I love this play, I absolutely love it. I think about it all the time. Even when I'm doing other shows, I'm thinking about From Slavery to the White House, like
Yeah.
how we make it, how we still standing strong. We're still going forward as a race.
Right.
I'm like, man, it's just our history's so vast. It's so much, and this particular production can go on forever because I'm always adding, let's take that out, put that in. Oh, I forgot that happened in the 80s. Put that in, take that out. So it's very fast paced. It's an emotional roller coaster, but it makes you feel proud that who you are and lets you know that we are resilient and we're still standing, we're still strong. That's my heart.
So I was going to ask, what was the idea or the message behind the play?
Actually, my dad had been, he's no longer with us now, but he had been teaching me our history since I was a kid. And so that just made me pick up books and read more. And then going to an HBCU, I never forget Professor Obadeli. He was drilling our history in us,
Yeah.
just drilling, and it made you just want to pick up more books and read more
Right.
and read more, and that's what I did. Just read more, and I'm like, it would be nice. It actually started off as a children's show.
Okay.
We did a 60-minute. It was an audition piece for the DuSable Museum, and they picked it up. They loved it, and I was like, wow, let me extend it to the adult version. And so that's how it became, with Summer getting involved and all the other actors and having the auction and all of that.
So which HBCU did you go to?
PV, Prairie View, A&M,
Now, how important?
purple and gold. That's hence the
Okay.
hence the purple plus the gold. My hey, I'm just saying.
How important you think it is for people to go to HBUs?
Oh my gosh, it's nothing like it, because you're developing, and it's nothing like being around like-minded people, thinking alike, struggling together, growing together, and it's so much love. I'm telling you, when you see someone and they might have on their jacket, or they went to Pine Bluff or Tuskegee or Howard or Morgan State. It's like, hey, what's up, Morgan State? What's up, PV? I see you rocking your colors. So you give each other hugs, and it's a little fun rivalry, but it's all love. I think it's so important during those years that you're at. I'm not trying to knock any other universities,
Right.
but for me, that was like the best fit, the best thing that could have ever happened to me. And I encourage our children too. I recruit for PV all the time. I'm at all the college fairs. They oh, there she go again, because I'm silly, You look like you want to go to college, young man, knowing it's the dad or the granddad, get on over here. Let me tell you about PV, how we number one in the nation for, just, it's all love, it's imperative. It's imperative that our babies at least check out the HBCUs. Don't just diss them. Check them out, as well as the other universities as well,
So, with you going to HBCU, and then, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like she always, like, when we was growing up as cast members and stuff like that, she was always like, yeah, look into that. Yeah, look into that. So, what you saying is imperative, which it is, you know what I'm saying? I feel like you should look at all your options and just know that you do have a choice. Right. So, when you did your first stage play, as far as, like, from Slavery to the White House.
Okay.
We was at the Kroc Center.
Dang, girl, that's way back. Yeah.
How did you feel? Because to me, that was the biggest crowd I ever saw.
Yeah.
So when I came out, I was low key like taken back a little bit. Like,
you too?
I think I'm like, I don't think I want to go back out there. That was the first time I ever got stage fright, y'all. So how did you feel about that show?
That was our first time doing From Slavery to the White House, the adult version.
Okay.
Because like I said, we had done it for the DuSable Museum and a couple of schools. But when I walked out there and saw that crowd, it was a sold out crowd. We were like, oh, we better make sure we bring it.
Right.
We better make sure we bring it. But we knew we were there. And what's beautiful about live stage productions is that you can feel the energy of the crowd. You feed off of their energy, and they pull you. I remember one particular show we did, and we had a lot of singers there, and it was hard to pull them because they emotionally, in my opinion, they stayed in the slave era, because usually we can pull the audience. Come on, we're in the 20s now, 30s now, but they were kind of like a little upset. Well, not a little upset. They were upset about what they saw on stage, and we didn't pull them with us until we got to the second half of the show. So, it's good for it's good for us as actors. It's good for the audience to see it live versus televised, and it's good to feel their energy. And we feel their energy. You know what I mean? They feel our energy, we feel their energy. But back to what you said, I was blown away when we saw that crowd. We were like, what? This is a sold out show. We had several sold out shows.
Oh wow,
Yeah,
that's what's
several.
up. So I was gonna ask, so how do you how hard is it, or how do you like book what venues to go to, or to get the message out to make sure people, come and buy the tickets?
Okay, so I'm real old school. So what I do is Summer trying to help me with this. My baby's trying to help me. I call around and see what's a good fit, as far as the venue is concerned, and then I get like 5,000 flyers and real old school, and I'm going from business to business,
Right.
putting out flyers. I put it on Facebook. I really need to do Instagram more. I know TikTok. We just did our first video. Was
Yeah.
that
I saw
Instagram
that.
video?
Yeah, that was TikTok.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that was
nice.
TikTok.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
see, I
No,
didn't
it
know
was
which one.
Instagram. It was Instagram.
Oh, I thought that was. Oh,
No,
you
I
had
ain't
a
do-
TikTok sound.
Yeah, it was
Got
like a
you.
TikTok sound. Yeah, so.
Okay,
Oh, that's
that was not. It was
Instagram.
good.
It was Instagram.
Okay.
You got it.
So we're gonna do a Facebook video, right? We're doing a Facebook video.
Yeah.
See,
We got different
keep
ones.
me updated.
Yeah.
So to get people, get the word out.
Right.
I just pick up the phone, call different churches. I call schools, old school. Hey, can I send you a flyer? Email, e-blast. The regular way, until God bless me. Now if you want to, somebody who does marketing, I'm available. Let me know. If you want to promote the show, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Please, we
Yeah.
would definitely enjoy that.
Right. Definitely. And in addition to that, we're also looking for investors, donors, and all of that.
We laughing, but she's so
No, for sure.
I'm very serious.
For sure.
So how is it? Because I've learned. I tell a lot of people. You know what I'm saying, like just having pillars in your life. You know what I'm saying. Phoenix is one of those pillars for me. Especially when it come down doing the work. How many times I had to put on an act? No.
Hey,
But
you gotta do what you
but you got to do what you got to do when it comes to,
Right.
what I'm saying, like, dang, I'm really tired today. But what's going on, y'all? It's your girl Summertime Fan. But, as far as being a woman in the industry or whatever, because I've witnessed things, that you went through. How is it?
you have to push through. Being a woman in this, number one, just to have this much longevity, it's just like, wow, it's mind blowing when I think about, God, dog, I started out doing this when my dad was alive. That's a long time, and he passed in 2001. So I'm saying with my own productions. And to be a woman, you have to push through some things. I've had some run-in with the males in this industry that a little challenging, but
Right.
I'm not going to back down. I'm not afraid of no individual, not any human being.
Right.
So you just stand your ground. It's not like it was like, oh, what you gonna do? We're about to fight. It wasn't anything like that. But stand your ground. You know what you know. You know who you are. You know what you're worth,
Right.
and you just can't be a pushover. You just have to stand your ground, and you don't have to get mean, or you guys don't have to go back and forth. You just stand your ground and say, I know what I know, and I know who I am, and I'm not moving. If they're trying to move you, no, I'm not moving. No, we're gonna have to work this out. But I'm not, just like our race, I'm still here, I'm still standing, I'm not going anywhere.
Right.
Not gonna happen. So yeah, it's I encourage all women, if you're a playwright, hey, stick with it. Get in the game. Stay in the game. You might face some obstacles, but that's okay. Jump over 'em, move around. It's okay. But yeah, it has been. I've had some incidents because I'm a female.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We'll talk about that later.
So with now, do you just do the plays, or do you do like the movies too? Because they got, especially like with all the stuff we got going on, right? You could shop it with like Netflix. You got YouTube and Toby and all that stuff. Do you try to do? Yeah.
Let me tell you, I just finished DSI with filming.
Okay.
And so, and I'm working with some people now to one of my stage plays, Stop. That's the one I definitely, which is about stopping the violence, not just in Chicago but all over. I have been working on that script to turn it into a movie, and so my goal is to have that completed by 2023 filming. So yeah, so I'm doing both. I want to I love touring. I love the live audience, but then I do want to put some of the shows on film, to turn them into actual movies. So yeah, I think I'm glad you asked that question. I think that's very important to do, because you have some people that might not see stage plays,
Right.
and my goal is to reach everybody. Again, the message with Stop is stop the violence. That is for not just the babies, our babies, but the parents. Not just the parents, but the community leaders. Let's come together. Let's sit down and work this out. We can.
Right.
So that's what that's about.
Okay. Well, I want to know what's your most memorable, funniest memory that you have, whatever play it was. But what's one of your top memories for one of the plays?
Okay. It's quite a few. But I would say this
No.
one, when we were on stage doing child support, and I have to say their names because they're actors. It was Kareem and Charlotte, and Charlotte was tagging Kareem. She was tagging him, tagging. This wasn't even in the script, and I looked at her and she said, "I had to say it." I said, "Why you have to say?" And we literally started laughing. I was like, "Oh gosh, oh gosh." We were trying to compose ourselves because Kareem looked at me like, "Stop her!" I was like, "I can't. I'm over here cracking up laughing." And he was laughing himself. So that was one of the funniest moments to me on stage when they just went at it. I mean, Charlotte would say something new. I'm like, "Charlotte, please let me know what you're gonna say before you say it, so I can be prepared. I won't laugh." But we would just look at each other like, just crack up laughing on stage. That was one of the funniest moments. We've had 1,001 funny moments in rehearsal.
Okay, you name the rehearsal ones because
what was your funniest moment in rehearsal? You got quite a few, and we need to start filming these rehearsals too.
I think
because
so.
You guys won't believe the things that happen in rehearsal.
Well, I mean, based off the Instagram, I know that one probably was a funny day. The video.
No. That was subtle. That was
okay.
That was.
It looked like I was having a lot of fun on that one.
When we going to Houston, we went to Houston. We took from Slavery to the White House to Houston. That was fun. That road trip there, going to Houston and signifying. It was all love. My mom was with us, and I was like, "Let me put my mom in the other car so we can," because she's very.
Right.
And we went, we were silly. We went to joke, and then, she's like, "We need to be serious about this." Like, okay, yeah, we gonna be serious about it.
So with putting the plays together and getting the actors involved and the venue and all the the costumes, everything, how hard and how is it like? How do you fund that, and how hard is it to get funding for it?
I have not gotten funded for it.
It's
what my money.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. When I go out shopping and I go to different stores, I see things for actors instead of, you say, "Okay, I'm going to give me an outfit, this and the other." But I'll spend my money on wardrobe. Like, "Oh my God, I don't know the play, but this is going to look good in the play." And I'll go ahead and just buy it in storage, and put it up. How hard is it? It's just what I do.
Right.
I've been doing it for so long. It's just what I do. But now that I'm married, I got a husband that can help me. Going in the storage, getting that wardrobe. Oh, he was like, "What? This is stuff? Oh, I don't believe this." Bins and bins and a wardrobe, just wardrobe. I'm like, "Oh, you didn't see the back? All the wood in the back."
Oh, man.
I didn't want him to see that part. I'm like, he still hasn't seen that part. I'm like, "No, you don't want to go in the back."
Right.
This too. All the props and stuff.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. You just do it. I just do
Right.
it. Hopefully that's why I said looking for donors and sponsors and all of that stuff. I'm serious now. That would be nice. A promoter,
Right.
That would be nice.
No, I mean, you definitely, this has been long term, y'all. And if y'all don't know, she definitely does some stuff for the record pool. So y'all be on the lookout for that. Anything I need as far as my legal work, I hit her up. I just got to let y'all know. So all her stuff, ain't no plays and no shows and none of that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So I appreciate it. But yeah.
Who are some, actors and / directors that kind of inspire you that you kind of maybe take from and try to apply?
I can't say. I just know I learned from Lenora. Lenora is one of the directors I work with. Carla is another director that I work with here in Chicago. Lisa Peters, Lenora Rodriguez, Carla Hayden, Lenora, Carla, and Lisa Peters. Those are 3 women directors that I worked with when I came here, and I saw how they ran their shift, and they did wonderful jobs. And then there was a young lady in Houston called, I think her name was Gwen Baxter. I always worked with these female directors, and they were phenomenal. And so I was like, okay, they didn't fuss at you, they didn't holler, and hey, get over, you better do it, and that wasn't their approach. And I'm a teaching, someone knows this, I'm a teaching director.
Okay.
So sometimes some directors want you to be there already.
Yeah.
They need you to be there for the role, but I might see the potential in you, and I'll help you get there. So,
Gotcha.
and I'll help you so that once you leave my show, then you're able to do another show and another show, and you can apply those same skills. So I always teach. Don't I teach? I teach. So we have class. We go over things individually, and
Right.
okay, how did you feel about that? Versus just okay, get up there and do it.
Okay.
I've always had that teaching spirit. So I love teaching. But those are the women directors that I worked under, and
Yeah.
I like their style, and I like the way they handle their actors, and so I would say them. I can't say any big famous director or anything like
Gotcha.
that because I haven't worked with them.
Okay.
As far as actors, I have to say my own actors. 'Cause
Right.
they're so phenomenal. I have to say Terrence. I have to say Charlotte. I have to say Summer. I have to say Kareem. I have to say Patty. I have to say Sabrina.
Yeah.
Mark. I have to say Chris, Markina, Dave. The ones that I've worked. They're phenomenal. My actors are. And it's a long list of them.
Yeah.
Gosh. Oh, Woodrow. Because I have father and son, mother and daughter. I have 2 mother and daughters. Yeah.
Okay.
So we have. Man, who else did I left out?
I'm trying to think. It's a lot.
It's a lot of us. Oh, and if I left your name out, please don't hold it against me. Mavita, I've worked with Mavita before.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
It is.
So what's the end game for you? Like, what do you what goal you trying to reach with this?
Went from slavery to the White House. I want to tour.
Okay.
I would love to tour. Every major city, state, overseas.
Gotcha.
And I would love for it to end up on Broadway. And it would be a long-running show.
Right.
A very, very long-running show because, again, our history is so vast, it changes all the
Yeah.
time. Every time we do it, I change it.
Oh, so you add.
Yes.
You add, okay.
And then,
okay.
like when we went to Houston, we added some of Houston's history.
Okay.
So the Houstonians, they're learning about some things that they might not have known. And so when we went to Detroit, we added some of Detroit's
Yeah.
history. So that's
So
what
that
we're
going
doing. That's the
forever.
goal. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, so that's the goal. So again, we're looking for donors, promoters.
No, I was like, Phoenix, we gotta get you on the show. We gotta get you on the show. We finally gotta get you on the show. So my goal is complete for the year.
Yeah. So we got a show coming up too, right?
Oh yeah, February
Right.
25th, 2023. We have a 2:00 show and a 7:00 show on the west side of Chicago. West side, 5628 West Washington. It's a beautiful state-of-the-art, brand new facility. It's off the chain. It seats 850. It's beautiful, and it's in the neighborhood. Ample parking. You all have to come out and see this show. Support us. Come see a part of history. We want the audience to get involved now because we changed that. So the
Yeah.
audience actually participates in the play.
Oh, that'd be
so,
nice.
Oh, yeah. Come on out. Have yourself a good time. It's appropriate for all ages, and it's about our history.
Yeah.
And it's not, sometimes when you think about history, it's kind of boring.
Right.
It's not boring. It's not boring at all. It's
Yeah.
like you're like this. You're like this. Literally. One of the scenes, I can't tell the particular scene. My mom said, because my mom would be on the door, greeting the people. She said, every time somebody running out crying, there's one particular scene. And you see people who just can't, certain scenes they just can't take.
Right.
And they'll come back in. And it's not the slavery scene I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's further along in history because we hit it.
Right.
So it's a lot of humor involved. We're
Yeah.
laughing, and the audience laughing. But it's an emotional roller coaster. It's our history.
So yeah, I need y'all to make sure y'all go get those tickets on Eventbrite, and I
Okay.
hope to see y'all on February 25th. If y'all ain't know,
What's it called? My bad. What's it called on Eventbrite? Like, how can they search it up?
Oh,
From
Eventbrite.
Slavery to the White House.
Slavery to the White House.
House.
Okay,
And
yeah,
they,
yeah.
and they can go to my website and get tickets too. You know. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
okay.
make sure you tell them the website.
Yeah, right. What's
www.cphoenixtyler.com. Do they say that anymore? www?
No,
Oh.
but it's okay.
cphoenixtyler.com. Okay, http//
She gonna make sure y'all got the whole thing.
Right.
So get your pen and paper out.
cphoenixtyler.com. That's the letter C. .phoenixtyler.com. That's me.
Make sure y'all get y'all tickets, man.
Get your
Yeah,
tickets.
for
So
sure.
I was
Bring the
waiting
whole
for the
family.
end to let y'all know and let them know out there. So yeah, I'm in Phoenix Play once again. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't wait. I'm excited.
Yes.
I'm hoping to bring Chicago Realist on board, y'all. I'm trying. So make sure y'all, comment, like, subscribe, do all that stuff to let Chicago Realist get involved.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
So y'all, I want to definitely appreciate you for coming by and stopping,
Thank you for having
Yeah,
me.
yeah, thank you.
No.
Yes, this is so beautiful. I love it. You all need to see it. Come on by. I promise you. You'll be in for a surprise. It's beautiful here. I love it. I feel special that you guys even invited me. I'm serious.
Oh,
No,
well.
no, I appreciate it. Yeah.
Right? That's a wonderful thing.
So y'all already know Phoenix has definitely created her own sets, if y'all ain't know. But definitely when I tell you our producer, shout out to, Sketch Killer in the back, he definitely created this whole set. So
It's a if you all have to see it. So hurry up and get your music out so you can be on the record pool. Hurry up, get in
Right.
the studio so you can come on to the record pool.
see, she trying to promote us. We trying to promote her.
I'm
Y'all,
just saying,
we got a
I'm
Super
just
Bowl
saying.
special. So, is there anything that we could look forward to as far as before the play drops? Because I know that we got a lot of things going on. So tell us about, just before we get out of here, about who you've worked with, that they probably know of, or different actors that you've worked with over the years that kind of well known.
Oh,
You work with a few people.
I have. Who?
Yeah.
Who I work? Who you know?
You worked with a few people, like a few directors around Chicago.
I have.
Or just like met them and stuff. Like I thought y'all was supposed to like collaborate, like a few directors.
You all see this?
I'm not even gonna tell her. No,
Don't say that.
Chicago PD.
Oh, David Walker?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What? That's my brother. Oh, yeah, he was on Chicago PD. I'm just saying. I do know people. I
I know you do this.
I guess when I think about when you know people, you don't think, oh,
You
okay,
don't think it
you
right.
know,
Yeah,
but when you see them on a regular basis, and I need to call you, Dave, too. You don't look at them like that. Yeah, you're right
Yeah.
about that. Yes.
So
And Dave with McDonald's commercial. Oh, you better do it, Dave. You
Yep.
better do it.
that's why I was like, I'm pretty sure you don't work with a few SAG actors now.
Yes.
So I'm like, I knew it was a few, but I couldn't remember everybody. But I knew Dave for sure because I didn't work with a few plays with Dave.
Yes,
that's
yeah,
why I was like, okay,
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
So yeah, but Phoenix is definitely, she spent the block. She didn't know all these actors, man. And
Now, what's a SAG actor?
Screen Actors Guild, they're union. So
Okay.
you're doing television and film and things like that. So you get paid the pay rate, and then you can only do union work unless you get permission to do non-union work.
So those actors you use or no?
No, that SAG is for television and film.
Gotcha.
Theater has their own union.
Gotcha.
Equity. It's equity.
Okay.
well, I learned something new. I thought they was all together.
No.
Well, I learned something new today.
You were at the workshop when I talked about it, right? Or were you not?
I don't think so. I don't think I was there.
Okay.
But yeah. So y'all already know those vibes. So look, learning experience.
Right.
But I definitely want to see y'all on February 25th. The cast has been working really, really hard,
Yes.
y'all. So we've
Really
been in
hard.
rehearsals and stuff like that.
And
So
look out for our TikTok and Instagram videos and our Facebook videos.
we got that on
We
the
got some
way.
funny stuff. We kind of funny. Yeah, we are.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we're gonna have the flyer. We're gonna have the flyers on our page, so y'all can see it. Cause this should be dropping next week. So you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's gonna be out there. Yeah.
It's gonna be dropping.
Y'all gonna
next
see
week.
everything.
It's gonna
So I definitely want to thank you so much for coming through. You know what I'm saying? It's supporting us. It's supporting my team over here. You know what I'm saying? So make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment. Y'all, we on Spotify, SoundCloud, YouTube, Channel 19. Thank you so much for always supporting us. And, you know, YouTube, all that good stuff, man. And, you know, Chicago Realist hit the 3 S's for us.
Yeah, share, subscribe, and support. You know what I mean? The YouTube channel. This is the Record Pool. All artists can drop their music on there so it can get played on the radio station as well. And like some of the Time Fine said, this will be showing on Channel 19 as well. So
this is therecordpool.com. Make sure y'all stream it 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You always hear the hottest underground music coming straight from you live. And artists, make sure y'all drop y'all music. I definitely want to hear y'all on my playlist soon. So it's your girl.
And my bad. And shout out to all the entrepreneurs and
yes,
you know what I mean,
black-owned businesses.
Right. Yeah. For sure.
I'm just saying.
Small businesses. You know what I'm saying? Any business. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna manifest your business. You know.
Right.
We got all the bags. I love to support businesses, y'all.
Yes,
So if y'all are entrepreneur and y'all need some help and y'all want a little promotion, a little shine, or whatever I can do for you, you know what I'm saying? Let us know over here at the Record Pool, y'all. So I appreciate y'all for rocking with me for so long, since 2014. Y'all already know the vibes. It's your girl Summertime Fan, y'all.
It's your boy Chicago Realist.
And we out. Peace.
Yep.